Hi everybody, this is Tammy with the Forgiveness Connection coming to you live for your episode number 33 of Forgiveness on the Fly. Today I'd like to talk about limiting beliefs. So what's the definition of a limiting belief? Well, it is a belief that you hold based on something that's happened in your life, or maybe the happenings in your life before your existence, maybe a generational belief in your family that says that there's a cap to what's possible. So that might be something involving money, how much money you can make, the fact that people in your family may or may not start new businesses or work for themselves, or it may be a belief about a relationship, something like all men leave or families break up. So I'd like to begin with just some statements on family. And then if anybody jumps on and they want me to cover another area of a limiting belief, go ahead and shoot a comment into the comments and I will switch over and do that. So let's go ahead and begin. Again, these are affirmations for forgiveness around forgiving yourself for believing there's a cap in what's possible in your life based on a previous time where things might have been scarce or things worked out a certain way. So let's go ahead and begin. I forgive myself for believing relationships always fail. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for believing families don't stay together. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for believing it's always going to look this way in my life. I'm always going to lose part of my family. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for believing dads always leave. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for believing it's not safe for me to believe or dream or even consider that something else besides that belief is possible. And deep breath in. I forgive the relationships in my life that have made my statement about family always breaking up true. Deep breath in. I forgive the relationships in my life that have been true to the fact that men always leave. Deep breath in. I forgive the pain from my childhood that created this belief that families break up, or family's always hard, or somebody always leaves the family. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for the pain that I carry and the resentment and the sadness I carry about relationships not working out. Deep breath in. I forgive this limiting belief for creating a block in my life where I constantly go into a relationship believing it's going to end. Deep breath in. I forgive this limiting belief in my life that tells me no man will ever stay. Deep breath in. I forgive the part in me that believes it's always going to end before it's even gotten started. Deep breath in. I say yes to this energy of resentment and this energy of anger around this limiting belief that I have kept alive, stating that I'm always going to be alone, or good things will always leave, or even bad things will leave. But because it's this limiting belief, it has me buying into it, even if it's bad. Deep breath in. I call up any generational pattern that's in my family and in the generations before me that makes this limiting belief true. Deep breath in. I ask the generations before me to forgive me for wanting to change this and for wanting to break this old pattern of going into a relationship believing it's going to end. Deep breath in. I call up all the pain and sadness about this generational pain and everything it's prevented from working out in my relationships and in my life. And I release it all to divine. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for all the limiting beliefs I have in my life that put a cap on the possibilities that I can get with God's partnership. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for the times I believed the limiting belief more than I believed the promises of God. Deep breath in. I say yes to the limiting belief in my family that dads always leave, and I call it all up from every cell of my mind, every cell of my body and my spirit, and I release it to God for healing. Deep breath in. Without holding space for this limiting belief and men continuing to leave my life, I'm free to open massive space where I can show up authentic and the people I'm supposed to connect with will show up authentic too. That's a partnership with God. And I'm not going before him. I'm letting him do the work and I'm showing up, receiving the gift that not all men leave. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for believing I'll still get trumped up by this limiting belief and I'll always have an issue with people leaving and men leaving in my life. Deep breath in. I raise my level of acceptance to saying yes to the fear and overcoming this limiting belief by using positive affirming beliefs, by doing my own therapy, by looking at the relationships around me where men didn't leave. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for the times I was jealous because some other man didn't leave because all I've experienced is men leaving. Deep breath in. I raise my level of acceptance to knowing sometimes women leave and sometimes humans leave and people mess up and finding some grace and some forgiveness for the people that have left. Deep breath in. I give the people in my life permission to forgive me for the times I've left and I've tapped into their limiting belief that women leave or moms leave. Deep breath in. I forgive the people in my life who have shown up just to help me through this issue and for the expanding of the knowledge around my old limiting belief that men always leave or somebody always leaves a relationship. And deep breath in. I ask the people in my life to forgive me for the times I've left and it's hurt them. Deep breath in. I say yes to this limiting belief and I call up all the pain of it and I release it to God. And that opens massive space where there are limitless possibilities for me when it comes to relationships. And there are limitless possibilities for me when it comes to money and income and entrepreneurship. And the sky is really the limit. And I say yes to this new awakening, a new idea that if I can dream it and I can believe it and I can start taking baby steps, I can become it. And deep breath in. I love and accept myself showing up with limitless possibilities. Deep breath in. I love and accept myself showing up ready for God to grow my dream bigger than I ever could envision it was possible. Deep breath in. I love and accept that I'm letting go of old beliefs that no longer serve me and that the God of the universe is on my side and he's gone ahead of me to give me my desires and dreams. And he puts the people in the right place at the right time to partner with me so that that's possible. Deep breath in. One more deep breath in. All right, guys, that's it for today. I want you to make your list of your limiting beliefs in your life. What are the places where you've put a cap or somebody else has put a cap on what you feel is possible? Maybe it's money. Maybe it's I can only be a teacher or I can only make $50,000 a year. I say come up with a number and come up with a new career if you have one that you want to do. And I say take the first step today. If you need some help with that, you can reach out to me. I'm a holistic counselor in Summerville, South Carolina. And if you want to go ahead and comment, I can reach out to you. We can have a private chat in Messenger, or my number's all over the internet. It's 843-708-9764. You can give me a call and schedule your first session today. Again, this is Tammy with the Forgiveness Connection, where forgiveness is key. Have a great evening.